What if the best business strategy doesn't start with a funnel or a fancy offer, but with your own inner voice? Welcome to the Author Spotlight series of the Book Boss Academy. I'm your host, Agnes B., your no-fluff business consultant, all about feminine leadership, aligned growth, and building a business that actually feels good. Today, I'm joined by the incredible Christine Mortensen, a business strategist, speaker, and the author of, after her first book, Make Money Online with Your Course, she just released her new guided journal, Think Like a CEO. It's designed to help entrepreneurs shift their mindset, maximize their time, and step fully into their leadership. Christine helps entrepreneurs and small business owners strengthen their offers, close more clients, and sell with confidence. And in this conversation, she shares how reclaiming her inner leadership changed everything in her business and why her journal became the tool that helped others to do the same. If you ever felt stuck in hustle, second-guessing your messaging, or waiting to feel ready, this is your invitation to lead like the CEO you already are. Please welcome Christine Mortensen. Hey guys, how are you doing today? Today I'm joined by Christine Mortensen, one of the brilliant published authors from Book Boss Academy and a leader in business and marketing, sprinkled in with a little bit of spirituality, human design, and neuroscience. I'm interested in that part. How do you sprinkle that all in? Hi, lady, how are you?
Good. Thank you so much for having me. It's lovely to be here.
I loved it. How on earth can you bring all of that together?
Very carefully. I have always had this just intrigue with the brain and the mind, and ever since I was little, but even though I started my career in graphic design and marketing, and I was just like, there's a lot of psychology that goes into marketing, into selling, into your messaging. And so it just all eventually coalesced and came together. And so now with, learning about human design and all of that and really using our energy blueprint and there's science behind that. Yes, there's a little woo, but there's some real actual science behind it. And it's like, how can we use all of these things to grow our businesses? And so really taking the past 20 years of my professional career and just really smushing it all together and so everyone else can benefit, hopefully, is the goal.
For sure. Yeah, I love that. I'm especially big on attacking one problem from all different areas, right? Because then you can create a holistic approach. And that's what you've done, haven't you? Your journal just came out. Think Like a CEO just appeared. You haven't even got your copy, as I heard.
Well, I was supposed to get it yesterday, even before I knew we were doing this interview, and now I'm not getting it until tomorrow. Thanks, Amazon.
Hot out of press. And it is a guided journal to optimize your mindset, maximize your time, and accelerate your business success. What inspired you to write this journal and why now?
Yeah. Oh gosh, such fantastic questions. The inspiration is really, and the inspiration for a lot of what I do is I like to look back at when I was starting out back in 2012 on my own business. What is it that I wish I had back then? Or shortly into that journey or 18 months into that journey. And so I tried to put myself into that mindset of where was 2012 Christine and what did 2012 Christine need that 2025 Christine can now offer her? And entrepreneurship is lonely, especially when you're a solopreneur. Even if you have a team, even in the book, I even say, even if you have a team of 10 or it's just you, your dog, and your computer, which is my case right now. Yes. It's lonely. And it's a lot of times I wish someone would just tell me what to do. And so this is a step towards that. The book isn't going to tell you what to do, but it's going to get you to tell you what to do, if that makes sense.
Okay. So you bring through the reader, you bring through certain pillars, certain steps, what you go through with your client, I assume, as well, right?
Absolutely.
Who did you have in mind when you wrote it? Who really needs this journal?
Yeah. So everything that I do through my business Sprk'd is really focused mostly on women businesses. Women business owners, at least in the US, make up 80% of small businesses. And so they need a lot of help. And so that's who I had in mind. Like I was saying, what was 2012 Christine in need of and looking for at that time? And so really focusing around a lot of the imposter syndrome that happens, that it's not feeling like you know enough, that not feeling like you are doing enough. Like, girl, you are. You probably are. Like, there's probably tweaks that need to happen, but that's one of the things of looking back. I knew more than I thought I did, and I thought I needed to acquire more knowledge and to do all of the things. But it's more about doing the right things, and then this guided journal is my way of helping to get you to narrow in on what it is that to give you a direction to stick with it and do it.
Just do it. Yeah, basically, that's at the end of the day, I guess the industry is always letting you chase something new. This is the one and only. In my book, The Sophisticated Buyer's Era, I describe this phenomenon what in the past. And if you started in 2012, right, and I started in 2013, 14 as well, I think we've seen a lot what went into this whole industry and the coaching, online coaching industry. And it's so sad that most of the things that has been sold to at the end were meant for marketers and affiliate marketers who had huge lists, and someone started their coaching business, and that's what I see with all of my clients, started their coaching businesses, and then wrong strategy has been sold to the wrong person in the wrong stage of their business. And that's just breaks my heart that they come out after huge investments and failures after failures, and they think it's them, right? But the problem was never them. The problem was really wrong strategy at the wrong stage of the business. And they learned everything, right? From freebie funnels, webinars, I don't know, challenges, running Facebook ads, so on and so forth. And at the end of the day, it shouldn't have been so hard on them. So I really appreciate when someone really takes the effort and really helps them where they are at right now.
Yeah, that's such a good point. It's like we get taught that, we got to do all the things. It's not about doing all the things. It's about doing the right thing really fucking well. Sorry, I don't know if I should swear on it.
Please do.
Okay, careful. She swears. But yeah, it's all about doing the right thing. And to your point, like at the right time, like the strategy. So like I work with women that want to get up to their first 10K, but then I also have solutions for women that are looking to get to their first million revenue. And those are two separate solutions, because what you need to get to your first 10K month is grossly different than what you need if you're going to scale to $1 million year. And then we're talking about systems, we're talking about optimizing. Like over here on the 10K months, it's figuring out your offer, figuring out your messaging, figuring out who you're talking to, who you're selling to, and like what their emotional buying patterns are. And that's where the psychology and neuroscience comes in. You need that for all of it. But yeah, different strokes for different folks, right? Like the different times, different stages that you're at require different solutions. And it's never a one size.
Love it. Love it. No, it's not. It's definitely not. What is one insight that your journal always sparks some reactions from people? What is the part? What is the juiciest part you think it's everyone will be able to with? Yeah.
I love that you said what sparks, because my company's name is Sprk'd. Thank you. The thing that I really want people to walk away from this, and I think the thing that gets the most reaction is, I don't mention this specifically in the book, but I talk a lot about what I call rules. And that's basically bullshit rules that have been imposed upon us without our permission. And so it's things from society. Like, I'm just going to use a life example of, you have to get married, you have to have kids, you have to have the good corporate job with the corner office, like all of those things, right? And then it's, no, girl, no, you don't. You can live your life how you want to. You can build your business how you want to. Your 6 or 7 figure business doesn't even have to be a 6 or 7 figure business. If you're happy, it can be whatever you want. And so it's just taking away those bullshit rules and living life and your business on your terms and what feels right for you and your stage of your life journey.
Love it. Love it. Yes, exactly. Back in the days, I had group, Laptop Lifestyle Builders. And after that, I started to teach virtual assistants, right? And it was the feedback what I got where I mentioned laptop lifestyle to people. They were like, but I can't leave my husband and kids and live the laptop lifestyle. And I'm like, the laptop lifestyle and the whole idea behind the laptop lifestyle is do it whatever and however fits to you and however is the best to you. And thank you for saying that it doesn't need to be a 12K or $1 million business if you don't feel comfortable with it or your mindset is not behind it or if it stresses you out, right? Maybe it's just enough if you earn $2,000 extra a month from selling digital products or whatever, right? Or have one or two clients and then that's it. It's like that's the beauty in there that also I think the industry puts on so many people such a pressure, even with the 10K months, right? It's like, Agnes, I need to be there. And I'm like, yeah, okay, be there. It's beautiful, right? But what does it mean for you to be fully booked, for example? Right? It's like it's totally different for everyone. Maybe you have only 2-3 hours a week, then fully booked is completely different for someone who is full time. It's just, you just can't. It's just let's build whatever you feel called to and let's shape it in a way however you want to shape it, right?
Absolutely. Because if you're going after a superficial goal, if you're just starting out and you're trying to get to that $1 million goal, and these are all just examples, we can
Yeah.
put all sorts of different variables in there.
Blank.
Exactly. Fill in your situation here. And you're trying to get to this goal, but your nervous system isn't equipped yet to hold that kind of money or to operate a business at that level because it's very different. Like you're going to burn yourself out so fast and then you're going to get into health problems and all of that. And that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for happy, healthy, long lives.
And sustainable business, sustainable lifestyle. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And that's not to say there aren't periods of hustle at any stage. Like there is, to be certain. There are probably still going to be like the 2 a.m. nights, right? Like where you're like banging out a proposal or working on something, but ideally is coming from a place of passion and a place of calling and desire versus, oh fuck, I gotta get this done. And like that, there's just always sometimes a little bit of that too, let's be honest. But
Let's be honest. Yeah. You
like
get
90% of the time, it's like with Book Boss, right? And writing these books. There has been so many times where I have been up until 2. I think one time I like went to sleep at 4 a.m. and I was like, I'm finishing this book tonight, and that's it. But I couldn't have been happier. I was eager to finish it, and I think I was working on the cover. I think that's what I was working on. I kept running into design issues. It's a story for another day. But I made myself pause, and I'm like, wait a second. Are we doing damage because we want, like, why do I want to finish this? And I'm like, no, because I love this. I know it's going to help people. And like, I was excited about it. I didn't feel like I needed to. It was a self-imposed, like, which those are the best deadlines.
Exactly. I love those too, right? It's like I sometimes can just really forget about time, forget about messages, forget about everything. And that's when you are in the zone and you are creating. And also it comes with the lifestyle as well, right? It's like you can take a day off whenever you want. You can justify it. Okay, let's stay in bed until 10 o'clock because yesterday I was finishing late and so on and so forth. So I think that's the part where you really can give yourself the freedom unless you have obviously other things. But yeah.
Taking kids to school might not let you stay in bed at 10 in the morning. Or like this guy, the DOG, he's sleeping right now. Likes to wake me up at odd hours of the evening and the wee hours of the morning on occasion. And
tell me about that. Now it's summer here, really hot, and I sleep the windows open. He hears everything. He is 2 o'clock in the morning. He hears the cats passing by and
support animal, but
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
love it. How can we imagine? You mentioned strategy, system science.
Yeah, science, soul, and systems is
science, soul, and system. I love that. I love that.
Quite okay. Quite all right. Yeah. Yeah, that stems from, again, like when we were talking about like me just trying to bring everything that I learned over the past umpteen years in agency life and in my own business, bringing in the science of it. So like the neuroscience, the strategies, the data, the hard facts, right? And here's like buying habits, trends, those kinds of things. The confused mind doesn't buy. We tend to purchase on, not tend to, we purchase based on emotion. We think that we're buying logically, but that's not the case. Also, things like too many options causes analysis paralysis. So that's why 2 or 3 options on a sales page for pricing is ideal. Things like that. Those like little psychological tidbits that are just like, I eat those up. It's so good. And then bringing in the actual like systems that you need, like the operational, like email automation. Let's bring in AI. Can we incorporate a GPT here? Can we create an AI agent that would help in this case? And sometimes it doesn't even have to be that sophisticated or that like technological. Sometimes it's what's your flow for like when you create a YouTube video, what do you do with it next? Do you then break it out into YouTube shorts? Do you then break it into TikTok videos, Instagram reels, etc.? Like it could just be a if this, then that. If you're creating this, then do that. That's your system, right? Or like your onboarding process when you're hiring a new team member, or like how do you interview? That's a system, all of that. And then couple all of it with the soul aspect of it, human design. I absolutely love that. Bringing it in. How do we work with our energy blueprint that we've been given? How do we work naturally with it versus what society says that we're supposed to like hustle? Yeah. And it's,
Yes, thank you. Let's talk about that because
yeah.
it's such a big thing. And now that I had a previous interview talking about feminine wealth building, it's a complete different energy when you build a pathway with something that works for you and you allow certain things to do. And I huge advocate of systems, right? I was a funnel builder. I'm all about SOPs and so on and so forth, right? I was an online business manager. So I'm all about this system and the structure. And I cringe when people are like, no, it's all energy. It's not all energy. It's like, just think about it. The system is the masculine where your feminine can float above, right? Let's just do that because
The
at the
energy
end
has
of
to go somewhere. You have to channel that energy in the right directions, and that's your system.
exactly,
I like that.
love that.
I haven't thought about it in that way, but you're so right. Yes, that is the balance of the feminine and the masculine. One of the that's one of the 12 universal laws, not to get like yeah, is the law of gender, which is not necessarily like true like actual like
Yeah.
male female. It's the energy, the feminine and the masculine energy and how those need to work in balance ideally. And when they're out of balance, you're chewing your feminine, it's all woo energy. We're just gonna feel it out. And too masculine, it's too rigid, too harsh, too judgy, all of that. And so we need that balance.
We do. We definitely do. Love that. So your journal brings people through in kind of all areas, what we
Yeah.
just touched on.
Yeah. My thing is that like we already know a lot of these things, right? We might not know the details, we might not know the specifics, we might not know like the mechanics behind all of why things work or why we think the way we do. And it's a great exploration to figure those things out. But there's so much that we forget that we already know because we get clouded by other people's opinions, by news, by current events, all of that, and societal pressure, family pressure, friend pressure, all of that. And that can seep into our mind a little bit too much. And then we forget who and what we're actually here to do, who we're supposed to be, who we're meant to
Right.
be, and what we're supposed to do.
And with the right questions, we can find the answers.
Exactly, right. And so then the book is helping you suss through all of that and get to the core of why you started your business in the first place, what you're working to do, and how to throw out what I call the head trash that you don't need. So take that to the curb.
Love it. So the journal works as is in itself, right? So if people purchasing it, they will have huge, amazing results and can find a way. Is it something part of a bigger offer that you have, or is there something on the journey? It's good if they take what's the next step?
Yeah. So I love that question. So the next immediate step, if it's something that you want to do with a group, I have a community called Growth Squad. where you can join that. It's at the moment, it's $11 a month. It's a very low investment, high reward type of community. And so I throw a lot of value into that. And there's a monthly challenge on how to close more clients, how to strengthen up your offers, how to sell confidently, all of those types of things. How to, at some point, this is in the future, I don't have this ready yet, but incorporating your human design into your business. And then from there, if you want to work in more structured group coaching, there's a 12-week program that I offer. And then, of course, there's also one-on-one coaching as well.
Love it. Where can people get the journal?
Yeah, so it's on Amazon. And if you type in Think Like a CEO, it's actually on the first page. Yeah,
Yeah,
it should be.
yeah,
Yes.
I will add somewhere a picture from the book, so you guys can find it, and even the link will be somewhere in the description, and so on and so forth. So check it out, definitely. You've wrote this book. We are in the Book Boss Academy by Abby Cornell. Any advice for those who are thinking about writing their own book, their journal, or just start the journey?
Yeah, join the Book Boss Academy. And so just like I wrote this book because I don't want entrepreneurs to do this on their own and feel like they're alone. Book Boss Academy is that solution for people who want to be authors and who want to self-publish. I wish I had stumbled across this. I had joined right when it started, but I wish it had been created years ago, because anytime I am a technically minded person, like I do not shy away from code. I do not shy away from get my hands dirty in the back end of any sort of systems. Looking at the KDP website every time would make my eyes cross-eyed. And I don't know why, because now I look at it and I'm like, oh, this is so easy. But there was just something that was like, I don't know where to start. It's also a horribly designed website. So
Let's add that. Yeah, it's intimidating at first. By the second, third, you're good. But it was really great that she walked us through step by step. We started with the 7-day challenge, right? It's mind-blowing how much you can really do. And we are thinking about all of these books, right, in the community for years now. And then everyone is just writing books left and right. I loved it. It's really, it can be that easy. So if you're listening and if you have a message within you, or you just really want to add something to your own business or to your own, even children's book, digital products, whatever you name it, then this is the place for you. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Can't wait to see your book. And thank you for joining us today. And guys, reach out, check out her journal, and check out the membership. And we hope to see you in there.
Thank you. You can find me on Instagram at Hey Coach Christine.
Yeah, links are below, above, description, everywhere.
Yeah.
Bye. New episodes are coming every week, so if you are ready to discover the magic inside the Book Boss Academy and meet the women and of course men behind the words, make sure to subscribe and follow along. And if you are a listener who is thinking, maybe I will write a book someday, reach out, check the link below. We would love to support you on your journey inside the Academy. See you inside.